What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In today's video, we're hopping into the brand new issue of X-Men number 15, but this video will also include issue number 14. It's going to have both of them together, and this is taking place directly after X-Men Hunt, with Charles Xavier now off-world, and Cyclops along with his Alaskan X-Men team. They head back to their headquarters. Little do they know they are in for a world of trouble upon returning, because the young girl known as Piper, we had seen her a couple issues back. She believed to be herself a mutant, only to find out the test came back and she wasn't one. Well, that girl has gone missing, disappeared into the woods, and so now it is a rescue mission. Little did they know that girl was, in fact, a mutant. So, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so to start this video off, we're starting at issue number 14. We pick up at the factory in Alaska. We have Cyclops, who is sitting down with the chief of police. Sitting down with the chief, they're having a cup of tea discussing really everything that has been going on. And the chief knows right now things are difficult, especially everything going on with the federal government. But right now, they need every resource they can get. They have a search and rescue mission. There is a missing kid, one that is ran into the woods, into the wild. The girl is 13 years old, brown hair, brown eyes. Her mom is one of the anti-mutant crazies. The girl's name is Piper Cobb. Upon hearing this, Cyclops knows, first of all, they were going to go out no matter what. But he knows it's a very important thing now to go out there and find this kid. This kid's lost, confused, thought it was a mutant. Now it's trying to figure out its identity, more or less. But with Kid Omega taking the Marauder out, he's scanning a wide net. He's searching for any sentient life. He is searching every thinking life form in the area, and he's coming up with nothing. Then we have one of our newer mutants. That is Jen. Being able to pretty much transform her body into whatever it is she wants. She is quickly adapted to being able to fly. And so they are searching the skies, they are looking low, they are looking high, they are going to find this missing girl. Temper is the one that is the most concerned. Temper's had a connection with this kid ever since the beginning. The big concern right now is that Piper didn't make it. Is that Piper is gonna die. Surviving in the elements like that as a child at that age. The longer time goes on, the less likely they will find her alive. And then we have Magneto and Ben. Now, this is actually a really, really great conversation right now. The way Ben sees it, he could put a bunch of UFOs up into the sky. He could really do some things to make some change. This is when Magneto tells him that I want you to come with me. Let's have a conversation. It's time that you and I had a talk. Now, Magneto has really tried taking Ben under his wing, and he asks him, why do you think I would do such a thing? You have been eager to be a part of what we're doing here, but you have shown shockingly little difficulty in adapting to being made a mutant. For Ben, it's not extremely difficult. He's kind of used to being an outsider, and so being a mutant really is just another shade of being an outsider. But now it comes with his own power, one that he wants to figure out and master. Magneto tells him that you laid siege to an entire city without even fully comprehending what you were doing, that your mutant gift is a tremendous power and a risk. That's something that he is familiar with. He also is familiar with losing control. But right now, mutants of tremendous power are needed by their people. If Magneto's power cannot be relied on to protect mutants any longer, they must ensure that Ben's powers can. Taking us over to 3K, we have Cassandra Nova and her whole little crew. They're preparing a test. And this test, it begins with Wire, Cassandra Nova's weapon that they are sending out into the field. And Wire's letting us know that he's gonna take care of the psychological communications that Kid Omega has in operation. Taking out the comms, 3K is planning their attack. Back in the wilderness, we have Kid Omega, who has finally found the kid, finally being able to censor, sending the coordinates to Temper. And that exact moment, everything starts beeping. A missile is launched, and the Marauder is shot out of the sky. Communications taken out, Kid Omega falling from the sky. Conditions are now red. Magic and them teleporting in instantly. The Marauder went down, and Magic and them are gonna go investigate. They're gonna find out who's responsible. Temper's gonna go find the kid and find out what the hell's going on with that situation. Now, with Temper finally catching rushing up to Piper. They are at the place where the dead Akanti fell from the sky. Piper is walking up to it, and it seems like she's not herself. What we learn is that there was a mutant hiding inside of Piper. Not even Piper knew that she was a mutant, or there was something inside of her. Something inside of her changed her blood, changed her hair, so that they would be normal and not mutants. Speaking through her is Piper's twin, absorbed in the womb. All this time, she has been hiding in her body, but now having a giant body to put herself into. Piper's twin finally wants free, and this is what takes us to issue number 15, with the twin being able to transfer herself over to this giant mass of a body. Now that Piper's twin has a new form, Piper's twin is pissed, leaving Piper to have her own body to make her own life. She says that everybody is going to learn her own name. They're going to learn her name, and they will all learn to fear it. At the Marauder crash site, we have Magic, who is summoning up some demons so they can try and find Kid Omega, finding out where he fell out of the sky. With Temper calling in and saying, we got one hell of a giant monster problem. You guys need to get over here, and you need to get over here now. This is when someone begins to speak to Piper's twin, and they ask the twin, what the hell are you doing? She says that she spent 13 years trapped in that body. Now she thinks it's time that Piper get trapped in her body. This is when someone takes her to a place outside of time and space, if you will, to where time has stopped and the two of them can have a conversation. The real world passing by is almost minuscule in the time that is happening. But while they have this conversation, we learn that Piper's twin doesn't even have a self-image, doesn't even know what they would look like, so they just form a blob. Piper's twin is biokinetic, and the person here talking to her is freaking Cassandra Nova. Cassandra Nova says, I know exactly what it is you're going through. I know what you're dealing with. Right now, they're laughing at you. The X-Men are laughing at you. The people in that town are laughing at you. That you're a mutant. You're beautiful. Your power is beyond comprehension. I think that it is time you show the world what you can do. This is where Piper's twin turns around and heads directly for the city. And so Juggernaut and Magic, they teleport in. Trying to assess the situation, they really quickly learn that this is a parasitic twin dormant in her body until the X gene activation woke her up. Having the power of biokinesis, flesh manipulation, and seeing the dead biomass of the Akanti as an opportunity, she used her powers to create a body to really make her escape, to take revenge. And so Psylocke, understanding that this is a kid, thinking maybe there's room for negotiation, maybe there's room to talk, Psylocke goes in and drives her dagger right into its head, jumping into the mind of this kid, trying to talk to it, quickly learning that there is someone else inside of here, and that someone else is Cassandra Nova. Cassandra Nova wastes no time kicking her out of the mind, saying that this child is under my protection. Cyclops going in, trying to convince her that she doesn't have to do this, but Cassandra Nova says that he's lying. Magic, seeing enough of this, tired of this temper tantrum, it's time to introduce the Juggernaut. As Piper's twin charges at Magic, we see the Juggernaut come barreling through this beast, smashing right through. It appears that it's taken down, or at least momentarily disabled. It's not brought down for good, but outside we see wires saying that it's time to start the field test. It is time for 3K to finally reveal their true power, with Piper's twin being able to heal itself because of its mutant ability. They prepared to stop it, but this is when someone arrives. This is when the X-Men team of 3K arrives. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely not a bad couple of issues. Definitely a fun mutant ability that Piper's twin has. I love the idea that Piper and her twin, only one of them was actually a mutant, which is a unique prospect in itself, thinking that one of them, at least if you have twins, only one of them could have the X gene and the other one may not have the X gene. But in this case, the one that did not have the X gene absorbed the other one in the womb, but being able to keep itself alive for 13 years, it lay dormant. And I wonder how that would work with the X gene activating in adolescence. We would have to assume that this is all done on the cellular level, that by absorbing the Piper twin in the womb, the mutant twin was laying dormant literally in her DNA. And once the X gene was activated, it was able to manifest itself into something more. Once it found biomass, it was able to take on that form. It was able to take over that body, even though the body itself was dead. This is extremely unique and powerful mutant gift. There's only been a handful of mutants that have ever had this ability. But that may be the least of the X-Men problems right now. Kid Omega taken down, Cyclops unknown, Psylocke out for the count. The X-Men are being taken down left and right. And 3K just introduced their new team, their new X-Men team. Obviously, these guys have to be made mutants, ones that have been transformed in adulthood. They also appear to be up to no good. Now, what 3K's plans are, that is still unknown. What this team's goal is very unclear. But we can assume that if they're working under Cassandra Nova, it's always up to no good. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything going on with the X-Men, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50 from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.